Hello everyone, today we are going to do a study of plants, but from a beginner's point of view. You can see the basic shades of light and dark. Look how there are always two tones in them. Even when you look at the flower, you see that light and dark areas are there in reality to give it a 3D shape. ऑल्सो अगर आप गौर से देखें तो लाइट एंड डार्क सिर्फ लाइट की होना और शेडो का होना नहीं है, बट ऑल्सो इट इज़ अ फॉर्म ऑफ इट. उसका जो कलर ऑफ द फ्लावर है उसी के अंदर शेड्स होते हैं. So today's demonstration is for newbies who wants to see how to make green and how to paint basic leaf without the pressure of making it look realistic. Let's jump on and see how many shades we can bring out. So I'm gonna use very basic simple colors of yellows and blues to see how many shades we can build out of it. So first of all, I feel like my palette knife that I'm using is not very comfortable. I can see I'm having some issues. So I'm going to change the palette knife and use a stiffer one. You can check it by moving your finger like this. If it is very wobbly, so it is not of that quality anymore and we need to change our palette knife. So here it is, because I want to have a very good experience while mixing the paint properly, and not only that, it gives me a therapeutic feeling too. So इस दफ़ा जो मैंने पेंटिंग बनाई है वो ये सोच के बनाई है that maybe जो नए लोग हैं who wants to learn how to make it वो easily बना सकें. If you think you want to make more shades by using more colors, so you can go one of my previous videos where I have made few green shades live by sitting in the garden. But here I am using only two yellows and two blues, one a little lighter yellow and one a darker mid yellow with a bit of ultramarine blue and Prussian. Though I'm using these difficult words, but if you're a starter you just need to understand there is a light blue and a dark blue, a light yellow and a dark yellow. So I'm just adding dark yellow with dark blue and seeing what color it brings me, and I'm adding light yellow with light blue and dark blue and looking at what shades I get. So here I am getting 4 different kind of shades. Make sure when you start, divide the color on the paintbrush and let both the color blend on the paper so that the strokes can be seen. Not only that, this also adds on to the texture of the flower or the leaf, which leads to thinking of what kind of paintbrush you are using. It's very important to choose the right brush for it. I'm using right now a very soft round tip brush, and I have started with a simple tone and making a very basic shape. So while I'm painting, I also observed that the dry brush technique does not work here the way we used in the sky. If you look at my previous video for the sky, where I've used only dry brush, making sure the paint is not very oily and it does not have much moisture. But when I look at this painting while painting leaf, I can see that the dry brush is not working well. For painting flowers and leaves, I can see it is very important for your paintbrush to have a bit of moisture so that the tip of it comes crisp and neat. Chale, now I think I will just give a few strokes with the flat paintbrush, and I'll move towards my small paintbrush that is of size 2, and I'm going to give few strokes with it, giving it a different technique by giving small strokes and bringing shades in. I'm using light and dark tone both, though it's not very clear visible that I'm using light colors. So when I look at the video, I am adding more of yellow to give to show where I'm adding on the light stroke. Not only that, I'm also thinking I'm using solid paint so far. So let's try by adding shadows through a bit of wash. So I'm gonna take a lot of oil and gonna add a bit of shadows, maybe stem, to see how it reacts to it. I guess the shadow is going to automatically give a good jump to it, like as if the leaf is a bit 3D. I'm trying different kind of shadows, looking at how it reacts. So always remember, whenever you are painting something, first do a trial. So yes, I'm using a bit of wash technique also to give a final look to the leaf. I'm using this leaf as a reference, and while looking at it, I use a light color wash first and then adding a dark color wash, and keep on increasing the layer to see how beautifully the 3 layers can be seen. Now to watch what I do with this red paint. Watch my next video.